The first gen grade, the market at the time had shifted from hardcore race to mass participation with like Gran Fondos and Sportives in UK. That kind of paved a path for us to create something different. As a brand, our roots have always been in the dirt, so incorporating more off-road capability, more kind of rad, fun freestyle into drop bar it just fit. It felt natural for the brand, and everything just kind of flowed from there. Yeah, so Gen 2 grade, we incorporated a couple of new features. We went with a flip chip front fork, made the bike a lot more bike packer friendly. And then we decoupled the seat stays on the frame set. And that in itself was a big experiment in durability, ride quality, longevity of a frame, but it proved itself. As we moved into third generation, we took all of our learnings from that second gen and really incorporated it to get to where we are today. Second generation into third generation was to increase the ease of ownership. So things like threaded bottom brackets, internal cable routing, more tire clearance, all added up to making the bike just that much more user-friendly. And then spicing it up with a little more aggressive geometry, a longer front center, short stems, long reach, to just make the bike really just more fun off-road. We didn't sweat super short chain stays. We wanted a bike that was super stable, allow you to go really fast off-road.
The grade is one of the most unique out of the quiver because it's so different. It's one of the only non-full suspension bikes that I have, and it's really like, well, one, I call it my no excuses bike, because either the trails aren't open or they're too wet or you're feeling kind of lazy. Like, there's no excuse, you got to get out on it. Like, you just go. Then it's really good for early season and late season Vermont weather when you can't ride the trails all the time. And just getting those training miles in before the season really kicks off. It's the perfect bike.
The grade comes out of the shed almost every day, to be honest. Whether I'm just heading to work, to and from, it's perfect for that. Or if I just want to do a recovery ride or really want to push the limits of a good training ride, it covers everything for me. I can take it on paved roads, it works perfectly. I can take it off-road, really anything. I mean, with a fork, dropper post, aggressive tires, you can go anywhere, do anything, and have a good time. Oh, it's tough to pick just one on the bike. I think my favorite aspect might have to be the dampening in the triple triangle frame design. Just that little extra cushion in the rear just really softens out your ride, especially over the gravel rough stuff. It just smooths it out, saves your lower back, keeps you feeling fresh and comfortable on those long days.
What are some things that I do specifically for my grade? I chose to put a shorter stem on just to bring that reach in a little bit, being a smaller frame person. I like having the bars rolled up a little bit. It gives me more comfort coming from the mountain bike side, especially when I have the hand on top. I really ride it as an adventure rig with like the opportunity to go anywhere. So I usually have a couple bags on it, just filled with just in case, some water. I flip-flop between flat pedals and clips depending on, honestly, the day and what I'm doing. I have these tires on right now, kind of looking to put something a little bit bigger, which can be accommodated on this bike, which is pretty sweet also.
Yeah, Grade X, it's been my go-to, especially growing up in Ontario. It's pretty flat, you know, Midwest vibes. So being able to take that on the trails has been pretty amazing. Use it as my cross-country bike, as some people would say, the old school mountain bike. But yeah, it rips. I love it. It does everything I need it to do.